guys, my name is Megan and today I've got some dark romance reading recommendations for you. Alright, so today we're talking about some dark romance books and all of these happen to be queer. So let's go ahead and just dive right in. Alright, so first up is one that I don't ever stop talking about ever, really, and that's the Necessary Evil series. This is following a band of psychopathic brothers who have all been adopted by a billionaire, and he's running an experiment to see if he can control some of the murderous urges that these kids, or that his children have, and put it more towards like vigilantism. Each book is following one of the brothers as they are going through like a case, like they find their person, the person that they kind of fall in love with, but like can't really love because they're psychopathic, but like they find their person while they're taking care of business. This series is so good. It's top favorite for mine and could not recommend this series enough. It's so good. Next up is another one that I haven't really stopped talking about since I've finished the first few books, and that is the North Shore Titans series. This is a dark sports romance. This is following a bunch of college, like psychotic hockey players that are college age on college hockey teams. Like I said, they're just a little bit psychotic, and like they find their people along the way, and just the unhinged sports things about this, and there's like ties to mafia, and these boys are all down bad for their partners. Yeah. And they will do anything for them. So this is one that I would highly recommend if you're looking for a darker sports romance. Next up I have the Elite Protection series. This one is a series about bodyguards that are trying to just protect their clients, and they fall in love under the worst circumstances, and it's all like slightly inappropriate because usually they're falling in love with their client, and that's not great for business, but also what are you gonna do? And like it's always under like the darkest circumstances that they fall for their person, and just the series is so good so far. I think I've read the first two, and I'm probably going to be reading the third one in October. Next up I have the Trident Agency series. This one is another bodyguard romance, but it's also very urban fantasy. So it's following different members of this security company as they fall in love with people, but also like there's an overarching political dissonance kind of happening in the background, but also it's like coming to the forefront where things are happening between magic users and the supernatural creatures and humans, and there's a lot of clashing, and this is a very politically charged romance, but it does get really dark really quickly, but I loved this to pieces. It's so good. Next up I have the Captive Prince series. This is one of my favorites. This is a dark romance, high fantasy that does not have any magic in it. This one gets dark right from the get-go. This is one that I would definitely recommend checking trigger warnings for because it is very dark. I won't get into too many details because it will spoil the entire book series for you, but this is a high fantasy dealing with two kingdoms that are at war, but also they're all at war within themselves. Like the countries are at war within themselves. There's a lot of political dissonance, a lot of political discourse, and yeah, just be careful with this one. Please check trigger warnings for all of the books that I'm recommending because they are heavy for a lot of these books. And then the last one I'm going to recommend for this is the Night Movers. This one comes with a very heavy please check the trigger warnings before diving into it because this one is dark. This is a dark Omegaverse dystopian in the style of Handmaid's Tale. So please check the trigger warnings before diving into this one. This one was fantastic. This book does end on a cliffhanger because this one is a serial that is currently going on Noah Harker / Onley James's Patreon, and it is released like weekly. So this one does end on a slight cliffhanger, but this is a truly fantastic blend of dystopian and Omegaverse tropes and all that stuff. It's one I would highly recommend, but again, please check trigger warnings before diving in. So those are some of my darker romance reading recommendations. Do you guys have any dark romance books you'd like to rec? Let me know down below. If you guys like this video, don't forget the like button. If you haven't already but would like to, go and hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like to follow me on social media for more bookish stuff, check out the links down below. Alrighty, bye guys.